Alright guys, yeah, I recently went to see the Flash. I just thought I'd give my quick thoughts about it. I just made some notes here. I'm going to openly talk about the film, so this isn't like a non-spoiler review, just to let you know. But I really enjoyed the movie. Like, I'm a big Batman fan, like a big DC fan. Like, Batman is like one of my favorite characters. I've been collecting comics over the years. Like, this is a really good one here. This is Detective Comics 80 Years of Batman. This is the deluxe edition, but I really recommend this. This is really cool. Like, it kind of collects some older stuff, and then it moves all the way to the latest, the most modern stuff. Trying to see, it's got like, features a comic where Batman first appears, and then it moves all the way through to like some of the later stuff. I definitely really recommend this comic. It's really cool, or really good. Like, definitely recommend this. And I also have this Batman black and white omnibus edition. This is really cool. I really recommend this as well. Like, again, so it collects so many different artists' rendition of Batman, and it collects in a really nice book. There's some really incredible artwork in this. Just absolutely brilliant artwork. Features a lot of artwork from like Neil Adams, Ted McKeever, Mike Mignola, Lieber Mejo, Jim Lee, Bruce Timm. That's just name a few. Like, I really recommend this. Highly recommend this. I also have some of the more well known, like Long Halloweens over there somewhere, along with Batman Year One. It's just there. And then I have this. This is cool. This Harley Quinn and the Gotham Girls. This is really cool. But just getting back to the Flash, like, just have some notes here. Barry Allen uses his super speed to change the past, but his attempt to save his family creates a world without superheroes, forcing him to race for his life in order to save the future. And it's directed by Andy Muschietti. The writers are Christina Hodson and Joby Harold. Or maybe that's Toby Harold. Maybe I've spelled that wrong. It stars Sasha Cale, Ben Affleck, and Ezra Miller. Sasha Cale as Supergirl. She's awesome in this. Like, Ben Affleck as Batman, big fan of him. His rendition of Batman is, I think, really awesome. Ezra Miller as Barry Allen. Michael Keaton as Batman. Michael Shannon as General Zod. Ron Livingston as Henry Allen, like Barry Allen's dad. Christopher Reeve as Superman, and Adam West as Batman. I'm not like, I think Ezra Miller is I think his performance in this movie is really great. Like, leaving aside all the controversies and all that, I think his performance is really good. I found the speed scenes where he's like running along, I thought that was really cool. There's loads of really great moments in this. The story is where he's trying to help his dad. His dad has been convicted of murdering his wife, and Ezra's trying to help him out, overturn his the justice of his dad, like, and it's really sort of moving in that sense. And like, he gains his superpower because he was in a lab, and he gets struck by lightning. I didn't really know this backstory of Flash, like, but it was really enjoyable seeing this, learning more about him. And he's so upset. He sort of runs so fast. He sort of goes back in time, and like he sort of goes into this weird dimension, like where like there's like thousands of screenshots. There's thousands of like moments in his past. There's all sort of crumbling down, and I thought that was really cool. I know people have said that some of the special effects is lackluster in areas. I didn't really notice that. I wouldn't really. I generally thought it was really cool. I thought it was awesome. In fact, it was awesome seeing Wonder Woman. That was cool. So he goes into this dimension. He goes back in time, and he finds himself in this world where there's no superheroes, or the superheroes are different. Like Justice League hasn't been formed yet, or something like that. Like, and he finds himself with Supergirl. I really love Supergirl in this. Like Sasha Cale, I thought it was class. I like the fact that it was like a woman rather than a man. I thought it was sort of refreshing. Like, I found her really compelling. He sort of finds Michael Keaton's Batman, and he tries to bring him back to help him. Like, Michael Keaton's great in this. He's just fantastic. He's a really cool character. It's great seeing him. He teams up with her. Oh yeah, when he goes back in the past, he's in a world where he himself, a copy of himself, a younger version of himself, is in the world before he gets the power, and like this that really cool like comedy aspect where his younger self is this sort of corny, goofy, sort of funny. But I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Maybe it might not be certain people's cup of tea, but I found it really hilarious. Like Supergirl, when they rescue her, I thought it was really cool. That was awesome seeing her. Like just little things I really liked, where the two Barrys are in the plane with Batman, and she's sort of flying outside, and Flash is like taking pictures of her and all this, and she's going. I like that she didn't kind of look in, like she's just sort of so just little things that I just really love, like in the whole like what did you do? She punches a missile. I don't know. I absolutely loved it. Like I like that, like General Zod's kind of cool. We sort of this deadpan, sort of like not too familiar with him, but looked like some really high tech, like what would it be, like I don't know, like a really high tech version of like a Thanos or something. I don't know, but like I thought it was really cool. I love the way it was. Sort of, the battle scene at the end was it was sort of in a desert. It was like this flat open plain. I don't know. It made it more cinematic. I'm probably getting off track here, but yeah, I really like Supergirl where they enlist. They're trying to bring Batman on board to help them out to kind of get Supergirl, to rescue Supergirl. She's been held in this sort of Russian place, and like they need her to defeat General Zod, because General Zod's sort of come back in this time. The Ben Affleck, he could destroy everything, I thought it was really cool. The bike scene with Batman's really cool. I liked it was sort of corny. There's bits that really stand out for me, like I'm going all over the place, but there's a moment that really stands out to me, was when at the end, when they're going in to fight General Zod and his army, they're with Michael Keaton's Batman, and they're sort of on this plane. They're moving in, and they're being dropped down to land, and like the other Barry, the younger Barry, doesn't really have a proper suit. He made a suit out of one of Batman's suits, and he sort of sawed the little spikes off. But there's this really cool bit where I just did it for me. Like he's like they're really up against it. These General Zod soldiers are not to be messed around with. They're like super high tech, powerful. I think they have this weird metal that's indestructible or something. But like Barry sort of chatting to him and saying, like, do this, do that, and he sort of turns around. His mask is sort of like not on properly or something. It's just really kind of like I don't know. I just thought that was hilarious. Like not taking not taking itself too seriously, like in a kind of way. But there's really great moments in it where, you know, the Flash can sort of phase through matter. He sort of phase through walls and stuff. So he's like he's trying to carry the other Barry, and they're trying to escape, but he doesn't have the actual power. So he runs, but he actually runs into the wall, and like he's trying to shut up this girl, and he wants to get her a beer, but he's no beer, so he phases through the wall, and like he gets these beers, and he's like, he opens the beer, and the beer just explodes. You know, it's like it's been fizzed up or whatever. Like just really funny moments like that. Well, what else I found funny was like, he's in this world where like Batman's unknown or something. He's trying to explain these roommates, and he's trying to explain that like these heroes exist, and he's like, Batman here. Like I just found that really funny. Like, and your man's on the keyboard. Like I thought that was really great. Like, yeah, going back to the Supergirl, Sasha Cale's Supergirl going up against Zod, and like she sort of flies into the army, and she's sort of punching. You know, she's talking about other Superman, Kal-El didn't survive, and he's like, what did you do? You know, and Zod's like, oh, I killed him, or I wanted to steal his, I needed his power or whatever, and like, I found that really compelling, that the fight with Zod, like, there's nice twists in this that I didn't expect, like, you know, Supergirl sort of loses, or Zod sort of stabs her and takes her down, and he brings out this thing, and he sort of takes a bit of her essence or a bit of her power, you know. Barry Allen's trying to save his mother. That's really touching, really compelling. You know, he's trying to help his dad, and he's trying to get evidence to help his dad, and it's all about the soup can. But it's really touching, really heartfelt. I mean, I thought it was really beautiful, really well done. The aerial stuff was awesome. The fight scenes are really good when they're trying to infiltrate this Russian base to rescue Supergirl. There's a really good gunplay, and really hilarious bits where there's this lab and no one notices them, but the other Barry, it's got a silly Barry, like kicks over a can, whatever, and he's trying to keep it low key, but he keeps knocking over these things which are making loads of noise, and like, you know, it's these soldiers come out, and then Michael Keaton, he does a thing with his cape, and he's stopping all the bullets, and this the super speed stuff where he slows down time. I thought it was really awesome done. Yeah, the two Barrys at the end are fighting the General Zod army, and they're you know, they're saying, other Barry is saying, oh, they're fast, you know, but we're fast. You know, he's trying to teach him the powers, trying to teach him the how to be a good Flash. There's really cool moments in this. Yeah, he makes a dust storm, and he gets this, I guess there's a really tall enemy, and he spins him around. Oh, the really good thing is that, like, it doesn't work out. Michael Keaton's Batman dies. He's killed fighting the giant, one of the giant enemy soldiers, and Supergirl gets overwhelmed, and Zod sort of wins, takes her power, and they realise this, and they're trying to go back in time to change the outcome of the battle. But the trouble is, they keep going back in time to try and get different outcomes, but they seem to still get the same outcome. So they're sort of overwhelmed, and it's this the touching moment of, like, the other Barry, sort of silly Barry, becomes. Oh, there's really cool moments where they sort of go. They travel so fast, they go into this weird alternate dimension where they're sort of having a general effect on time, and they're in this sort of. It's this really weird. How would you describe it? Like it's like this big arena of, like, snapshots and moments in time, all sort of crumbling down, or this cinemascape of, like, periods of time being rotated around, and, like, you can see this enemy sort of moving down. But what's interesting, it turns out to be one of the Barrys is the silly Barry, the younger Barry. It becomes the villain, because he gets addicted to trying to traverse through time to save that version of reality, the version he wants to save his family, to save his mum, to save his dad, but like he can't seem to do that, and like he becomes this crazy villain. And I found that really compelling. There was really cool cameos in this. It's really cool to see Nicolas Cage as Superman in one of the shots. You know, you get to see an Adam West version of Batman. You get to see, he doesn't really interact. He's just in one of the worlds. Worlds are colliding in this sort of, I don't know, just alternate reality. But it's cool to see snapshots of him, and then you have like Christopher Reeve Superman. They're sort of looking in on this world. Just really, I thought it was really cool. Really great to see Wonder Woman. It was great to see her. She's awesome. Like Nicolas Cage's Superman, that's really awesome. I thought it was really great at the end. It's kind of quirky, like, because Barry gets back to his world, back to his job, whatever, and like he rings Batman, and Batman's like, "Oh, I'll be there in a second, you know." And he's like pulling up, and all these fans going, "Oh my God, it's Batman!" You know, this crowd around. You can't really see him, and the crowd sort of disperses, and out comes like George Clooney. "No, I'm Batman." You know, I thought it was really cool, really fun, stuff like that. You know, so yeah, generally, I really enjoyed it. God, what's her name? Yeah, sorry, it was Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. It was awesome, great to see her here in the film. Like, we kind of knew she was going to be in it. A lot of stuff was spoiled because we could, the pop figures, all the toys came out, and you kind of revealed who was in it. But I thought it was really cool. It's just funny, like she had this lasso of truth, you know, and she was wrapping around this sort of a bad army guy, but he couldn't help but to speak the truth, and then you know Batman got caught in it, and the Flash got caught, and he was saying all these truth bombs, you know. He was like, "I can't help it," you know, just kind of funny stuff like that. Like I know I've seen reviews and they kind of put them off, but I thought it was really cool, like, really funny. Like, you know, what was good as well was like the younger Alan. Younger Flash got the powers, and he could sort of phase through floors, and like he would like fall through the floor into the basement, into the apartment below, and when he was like, "Ah, my God," just and he would like dash out in the street, and he was doing all this speed stuff, but his clothes were like burning up, and he was like naked and stuff. Like really funny stuff with that. Like the fight scene with when they go to visit Batman, Michael Keaton's Batman in one of the worlds. They sort of go into his house, you know, and he's not there, and he sort of creeps out on them, and there's this really cool fight scene in the kitchen. Generally, I thought it was really good. This is just my rambling thoughts on the movie. Like, yeah, let us know if you're going to watch it yourself. But thanks very much for watching. If you did, I'm probably forgetting loads of things. They were definitely the sad moments for me. I thought it was awesome seeing Supergirl like punch the missile, you know. I thought it was awesome. I always like, oh, that's really cool. Like, I just love, I know it sounds really cheesy, sounds really corny, you know, like, see, you know, I don't know, that sort of stuff never gets old for me, but it'd be exciting to see what James Gunn does with his Superman stuff coming up. So I'm excited about that, excited about his other projects, excited about Swamp Thing. So exciting time to be a DC fan. So thanks very much for watching if you watched this far, and I will catch you in another video. See you later. See you then. Bye.